It is time for the quarterfinals here at the Roxy Pro Gold Coast, the opening stop of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. We have an all-star matchup to kick off the final series with Tyler Wright taking on Stephanie Gilmore, an all-Australian battle. Tyler Wright, two-time runner-up in the world, and Stephanie Gilmore, already one of the best of all time with 6 world titles, 5 event titles here at the Roxy Pro.
Try to make the difference between the backside and the front side, and just maybe show more varieties than in backside they can do, and we'll see.
Well, congratulations on a job well done, and we know we're sorry for Bianca too.
Thank you, Pete, Mel, Joanne DeFay, happy to be in the quarters as we now see this heat get underway. Tyler got a quick wave, and now she's watching a big opportunity for Gilmore. A big first hook, and she'll just keep that rail in the water. A series of fading turns just to stick with the pace of this wave. Looking down the line, this thing should grow. Now she's into an amazing inside track. Big jam off the top. Sweeps that rail around for a forehand hook. That one's going to keep her behind. But now on the board, and Gilmore takes the lead in this first quarterfinal.
Can I just say, holy smokes, on that first turn? That was absolutely amazing. You know, Steph Gilmore, probably one of the, I don't know, technique-wise, probably to me one of the best. Just, you know, her positioning, her timing, just, you know, choosing those right turns. It never looks like she's forcing the issue. And she let the wave be the hero here. Watch this beautiful turn, bottom turn. You can see those fins coming out, and unleashes one of the best turns I've seen all day. Steph Gilmore on her way to a massive score here to kick things off. She knows she's got Tyler. She knows, you know, speaking to her, well, when Pete was talking to her earlier, Tyler's capable of dropping 9 straight off the bat. I think Steph's just done that back to her. And right there, that little layback snap from Steph Gilmore. So much more aggression involved in her surfing this year. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this year unfold.
What a great way to kick off this matchup with the classic Gilmore wrap out the back with 18:55 remaining. Tyler Wright just got on the board with a quick 1.5.
They'll come, just wait for them, and that's exactly what she did in this heat so far. A cup of micro as well, as we see Tyler Wright taking off, smashing away into the corner right there. Beautiful sweep, bottom turn, snap again, good combo. Look at this wave building into the inside. What a beautiful looking wall. Slams it up into the bowl, little tentative there. Back into the corner, nice gouge down into this pocket again. So letting it have it all the way through to the inside. Looks like we're going to get a great finishing turn off. Boom, right there, nice and clean, nothing dramatic, but Tyler Wright looking really good right there. So Micro saying, go out there. You don't have to surf out of your skin. You're good enough to beat Steph with your own surfing. You don't have to go crazy. Just because she's got a lot of hype around her doesn't mean that she needs to go out there and go ballistic. As we just saw right there, both athletes having a really good opening ride.
She accomplished that on the opening exchange as we look back at Tyler's ride.
You know, these are one of those dreamy waves that you want to get here at Snapper Rocks, and, you know, Tyler just getting those fins set. You know, we spoke to Matt Bowles, and he said Tyler's got a heavy back foot, you know, so the boards would have to be built accordingly. She doesn't move up and down her board a hell of a lot, but just likes to plant that back foot. See those fins coming out of the water on every single turn, and that's what makes Tyler Wright so hard to beat. She's got so much power, probably one of the most powerful girls on tour, and she's going to let that board just throw spray up into the sky. The more power you put into the turn, the more critical it becomes, the bigger points you're going to get.
So now 16:23 remaining on the clock. First stride in for Gilmore, an 8.6. So she's continuing to the theme of blowing up on her first score, which often ends up being a keeper for the majority of the matchup, just because she doesn't max it out quite as much as she used to, just because Carissa Moore's there, Tyler's there, Sally. Look at DeFay. You know, you look at Courtney Conlock's story getting in a world title race. What an exciting year with Gilmore up again. Carvin, she steps off. We're still waiting for the judges to react to the last of Tyler Wright. They have a completely different rhythm on a wave. You can see that power that you're talking about with Tyler Wright. Is that going to be able to match the form and the grace of Stephanie Gilmore?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it will. I think, you know, Steph's got to be very careful. She's got to make sure she connects with every single turn. Tyler's going to keep up with her. 8.60 for Steph, and we talk about the technique, the positioning, the timing. Look at that, leaning over. You can see almost 3 fins off the bottom there, which means she's putting everything into it. Now she drives off the top. Look at the body. See where the eyes are looking back down the face of the wave. Opens those shoulders and gives it that extra little bit of a kick right at the end of that turn there. So Steph Gilmore, we talk about technique, and she's, to me, flawless at the moment. She's got one of the best technique, but what she has added to her surfing, Joe, is that aggression, that power that she's built up in that off-season from that injury. She is looking really, really good at the moment.
You see how easy she makes every section look, even in the downtime. She looked like she was doing something with purpose, Potts.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, she's flowing. You know, she's getting those moves back to back. She's looking a lot more confident in between her turns. But then look at Tyler Wright, an 8.60 of her own. So, you know, pretty similar, I mean, identical scores, but differently surfed. So you look at Tyler Wright's aggressive approach, a bit more power, a bit more raw, whereas Steph Gilmore's got that classic sort of almost elegant approach, but then she's thrown a lot of power and aggression into it as well. So, you know, Steph, she's sneaky powerful. Tyler Wright, we never doubted the fact that she is powerful.
This is Tyler. Already has an 8.6 to match Gilmore's start. Now carving through this inside track. Sets the rail again. Nice clean rail work. Now she's got a little inside money section to work with. A couple of clean forehand hooks. Not rushing anything. She'll just try a little layback to change the rhythm, float. And Tyler Wright looking to take the lead off Gilmore. But what a matchup. You build up all the hype and the rhythm from both surfers, and then they match each other's start with different technique, different moves. 8-6 for Gilmore, 8-6 for Tyler. Now it's going to come down to the second scoring ride.
I think those 8.6s that both these young ladies have will end up being their backups. Let's have a look at Tyler Wright. Just that heavy back foot. She draws off the bottom again. Now Tyler Wright just joining the dots at the moment. Nothing too crazy, just trying to build up that second score. This wave not really cooperating as far as giving her what she really wanted. Just some sort of transition maneuvers at the moment. Now she lets that tail free. Yet another turn there from Tyler. So just joining the dots, building some power, and there's that unique style, that semi-layback maneuver that Tyler Wright has, where she kind of almost extends that back leg, almost straightens it, where there's a lot of turns where you compress that back leg, whereas Tyler, she tends to extend that back leg and almost straight leg that last turn, which is quite unique.
Well, thinking about Tyler with her variety, she threw that little layback on the inside. She's really improved on that maneuver over the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, the way that Tyler's really been working on her surfboard, she's got a lot more foam up the front of her board, and that's really giving her that push through. And then once she's finished that maneuver, she puts that front foot forward and she gathers that speed again and that momentum.
Really exciting to see this matchup going blow for blow. 8-6 and an 8-6 from Stephanie Gilmore. Who do you expect to end up on top of this matchup, Rosie? Gilmore's been waiting with priority on her home break. And underneath priority, Tyler Wright's going to be able to make a move. Little layback hook to start. Looking to better a 6-5. Fades another wrap and waiting for this inside track to grow. Real patient. Now has the lip show up. Little sliding snap off the top and she'll run out of room.
Smart move there from Tyler, just you know, plucking away obviously Steph with priority, you know, starting to get a little inconsistent through the back part of this heat. So Tyler Wright just staying busy. I'm not sure whether that's going to better a 6.5, but Steph Gilmore now a little bit more pressure involved, just on 1 minute to go. Steph taking her time, playing that very patient game. I'm trying to look around the corner, Joe. Doesn't really look like too much coming through, but you don't need a big wave out here at Snapper Rocks, especially when your name's Steph Gilmore.
50 seconds on the clock. Gilmore might just have to take a look at this wave coming through. And she's hoping it's a good one with an inside track. She's looking for a 6.51. Carves into the pocket to start. Now a nice vertical foam climb snap. Clean wrap. Now she has the inside wall. Just has to find her way back to the pocket on this one. Not giving her too much to work with on the inside. She'll pick up the pace. It's all going to come down to this wave. Gilmore finishes. We saw her first thing in the morning against Nikki Van Dyke, where Nikki tried to pull off a wave at the end to pull it off. Didn't get the score. Gilmore moved on. Now Steph playing the role of needing this final wave to come through in her favor.
Trying to work out her body language there. Maybe a little bit, I don't know, she looks a little frustrated.
Looks like the score's coming in, and it's not enough for Stephanie Gilmore. Coming in the 5 range, she needed a 6.51 to move on. And Tyler Wright takes out Stephanie Gilmore, the 5-time event champ, the 6-time world champ, who has been putting up the biggest numbers of the contest. Tyler will take this momentum into the semifinals of the Roxy Pro.